Hey, we're gonna check out some cool RGB LED rock lights. This is from the brand SUPAREE. I've gotten one of their big remote control spotlights before that you can mount to the top of a vehicle. That's worked great. And so now we're gonna look at some of the RGB LED rock lights. You can see here, it shows them on like a side-by-side, ATV type vehicle. Of course, they can be used on a Jeep, side-by-side a truck or a car. When we do an installation and a setup video, they're actually gonna go on my son's Subaru Legacy. So they're going on a car. So this is something when I was little, I thought the neon lights were really cool, but that was the only underlighting option, and it was, impractical, and they were fragile. So it's cool that they have these RGB lights. So we're gonna just do a little unboxing here, kind of show you everything that's included, talk to you a little bit about it, and then we will actually do like an install and demonstration video as well, so you can see how they work. So of course these are waterproof, an IP68, that's obviously very important because they will get wet. They're gonna be mounted on the outside of your car, probably in your wheel wells and a few other places. So, so that's good. So you've got 8 different lights. We'll go through and we'll show you those. There's a couple extensions, there's a remote, there's also an app, and looks like it's relatively easy to install. You are gonna need to tap into a fuse, or I guess you could go off the battery, but anyway, we'll figure out which is the easiest option once we start looking at his car and figuring out where we're going to put these. All right, so let's check it out. So obviously, first off, we see the remote right here, and you can see you've got a lot of different options as to what you can do with the lights. And of course, once we have it installed, we'll do a demonstration where we play with some of these different options. Sure, mostly he'll like just having it to the beat of the music. Of course, follow local laws and guidelines. You're probably not supposed to drive with these on, only use them when you're parked. So you've got your user manual here. The user manual is pretty good, pretty extensive, tells you everything included here, and that's what we're gonna go over, right? So you can see all the lights, there's a couple extensions, there's the fuse, the remote, some hardware, some double-sided stickers, some tools, and some zip ties, right? So it gives you a good idea of how to install, and of course the app and how to use the app. Of course, you could use the video I put together as how to install as well. So here are your 3M double-sided sticky tape stickers, basically, that you can use on the back of each rock light. So you can see where those would go right here on the back. I will likely use a combination of these and hardware. So here's the hardware. I may use this hardware. I may use hardware that I have, just depending, again, where we decide to place these. Not a big fan of drilling on the car unless it's in areas that I'm 100% sure do not matter. So again, it's just gonna depend once we get under his car and once we decide where we're gonna place these as to exactly how we're gonna attach them. However, in my opinion, I would use some sort of hardware in addition, whether it's a self-tapping screw and these or something along those lines. All right. Other thing connected here is your actual LED controller. So that's already in the line, right? So these are already connected in the line. You're just gonna have to lay them out. Okay, you got your fuse here that plugs in. I believe that's gonna plug in to the end of one of these, one of your extensions, right? So everything is bundled together, ready to go. And then you do have a couple additional extensions if you need more length to get to your controller or to get to your, just to spread your lights out, right? So here is where your power would plug in. Obviously, you've got your negative and your positive, and you've got a little button here, and you have an inline fuse here as well. And I believe there's a spare inline fuse in the bag. So everything you need should be here. There's even the Allen wrench, but I will probably use some additional tools too. All right, so again, here's what each one of them looks like. You can see the LEDs, you can see the pattern, see the back side, get an idea of size. Okay, so we got 8 of these. And then we've got the remote, plus the app, plus all the wires that we need. So that's the quick unboxing, kind of a description of the contents. Next, we'll have to do a little setup video and show kind of lay it out, show exactly what we're gonna do, and then we'll get them installed and we'll make sure to do a demo. So again, SUPAREE, it's their RGB LED rock lights. I'll make sure to show you a link unless you're looking at this on Amazon, then you already found it.